Can I get an hey yo?
Hey, yo!
What's going on, everybody? I'm here with the Jacob Crespin interview. I talk more about it after. I just want to say we are on the push to 50 subscribers. We're inching closer and closer. We have a lot of great things coming on. An NBA player, someone that everybody's gonna know officially lined up. Like it's happening 100%. That's in the books. Getting a big group put together, and odds of interviewing Pat McAfee went from like 1% to maybe 30, which is progress. Big progress. I'm very happy about that. Jacob Crespin interview was fantastic. Make sure you go follow him on all the platforms. I have a link down below, and enjoy this episode. Enjoy spring break. I definitely am, and my body is sore from dropping buckets in basketball and tennis. Enjoy the episode. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, someone who's been able to make a name for himself throughout the past few months. He's known as the one-handed hooper, Nub. He has 83.7 thousand followers on TikTok, 28.8 Instagram followers, 28.8 thousand Instagram followers, 3.7 thousand YouTube subscribers. Run all those up, Mr. Jacob Crespin. Jacob, how's it going?
It's doing good, man. I appreciate the intro, bro. It's been great. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been pretty crazy.
Hey,
This past year, it's been
that's
pretty crazy.
that's what's up. Because I remember just overall backstory for me knowing who you were back in the summer when Cash and Flight had his, being in June, and Cash was also had his run 1v1s. I saw you and I was like, that's crazy. And even in the game, you took him almost to 11. I rewatched the video again today. That was a great
Yeah,
game.
it was a great game. I gotta get my rematch, bro. I shouldn't have lost. Not have lost. I was a little nervous, you know. That was like the biggest like stage I had ever played on. Dude
Mhm.
has like millions of followers, you know. But coming back, different story. Different
Hey,
story on the rematch.
yeah, that's what's. I mean, because just it wasn't really fair. He kind of weight room dude just to get those last 2 points, just to cheated you, honestly.
Yeah, but he's a chill dude though. You know, I can't hate. He did a lot for me, you know. So definitely
Yeah,
appreciate what he.
and just to get some backstory. So, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Prosper, Texas, but it's closer to the Dallas area for people that don't know where Prosper is. But yeah, the Dallas.
Because I remember I visited Texas a few years ago. It was in the DFW area. It was I want to
Yeah.
move there when I get older. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, dude. It gets hot sometimes in the summer, but you know, it's a nice area to live for sure.
Yeah, I mean anywhere, anything to get away from this Indiana weather. It stinks
You're
here,
in
but
Indiana.
yeah, it's. I mean, I know you guys got the snow going on too, but it's just
Oh yeah,
second nature
it's
for us.
way, way more in Indiana.
But so just to get some more information that I found, I didn't know that you were born with just your one hand, but it obviously has become second nature. I was wondering, every people can do certain things, but I'm sure you've been able to use just your one hand and the nub to an advantage for you, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. From everything like tying shoes to dribbling the ball, cooking food, just everything. Obviously, being born with it, it helps learn to adapt. Like I guess if you were to like lose a hand in an accident, I could see why it might be a little bit harder. But
Hmm.
I had this my whole life, and I learned to adapt to it. Felt like I was born like that for a reason.
Hmm. And you've
Yeah.
done great things with it. Was there ever, honestly, a point maybe growing up that you had felt insecure about it or wanted to, just like wish something different happened?
Uh, I'd say probably whenever I was younger, I could see that, but as I got older, I kind of just had to accept the fact that I had one hand and sort of embrace it
Hmm.
rather than let it hold me back. Because I could have gone a completely different way and been a more like shy about it, or not so open about having one hand. Because I obviously having one hand, I know other people with other like missing limbs, and they're a little bit more shy about it. But I, whenever I was younger, yeah, but I definitely learned to grow with it. Like kids used to call me Nub in high school. That was kind of like my
Hmm.
nickname.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, you embraced it. That seems really cool.
Yeah,
And it
of
really is
course.
interesting that you haven't even like chosen to maybe even get a prosthetic or a fake hand. You just, like you said, embraced it and let it become a part of you.
Very true. Yeah. A lot of people I actually get asked that question a lot, like why I didn't get a prosthetic or anything.
Hmm.
And main reason is just because I wanted to be like the other kids with two hands, right? So I just made it an effort in my daily life to just be as normal, as possible. You
Hey,
know?
that's what's up. And for basketball, so how long have you been playing?
So I started basketball whenever I was like 7, 8. I had my best friend to this day. His name's Buddy. He was actually really elite at the sport.
Mm.
I always wanted to compete with him, so of course, got in the gym and did what I.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And it's just
Yeah,
crazy how everything worked out with you, having the one hand, but basketball is still your sport. You dominated at it so much. And I was thinking earlier today, like with many other sports, I mean, it really be tough. Basketball, some people would say it's hard to play with one hand, but I mean, honestly, one, you make it work, but two, it's one of the easier adaptable ones, you think, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure. I like if I tried to do golf or baseball,
Yeah.
it might have been. But even with basketball, like my biggest issue used to be like not being able to go left, as like most people would assume. But I worked really hard on that. I can actually do it now, so I can play both sides of the court, and that was a big step for me. But yeah, basketball it was easy, hard.
Mhm,
Like it takes hard work. No matter what, one hand, two hand, it's gonna take a lot of work.
mhm.
But it's been cool for sure.
And one of the things that you had posted on your Instagram story, I believe it was sometime the last 24 hours, you said cut from your high school basketball team. Was that something like recent?
That was so. I actually, well, it was whenever I was in high school. I actually graduated last
Oh
year.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah. But so my freshman year, I actually had to get a knee surgery, so I didn't get to play. Sophomore year, I was on the team, but like I was on the sophomore team, and like they probably only put me on there because they felt bad. I don't know, but going into junior year, I was really trying to make the team, like actually be playing, and they cut me, and that hurt. I almost quit the sport completely, like not
Whoa.
even. Yeah, I almost completely quit playing basketball, and I started, just hanging out with people that probably weren't ideal for me. And going into my senior year, I got cut again, right? But I going into the end of my senior year, like right before the COVID stuff hit, I kind of started distancing myself from the original people that I was hanging out with, and I kind of started focusing on myself, not in a selfish way, but just trying to figure out where I was going in life.
Hmm.
And it started to work on the internet, and I just kind of ran with it,
Hmm.
and the rest is yeah.
Yeah. And I was wondering, what is your end goal? I know, as you mentioned, if it's like even a league type setting or just with schools, people are going to obviously look down on you and not even want to give you a chance. What do you think your end goal is for the game of basketball? I know now you're in a place where you can just entertain people not only with your skills but with your personality, right?
Of course. So whenever I originally started this, my main goal was to obviously try to maybe make an effort or make a living off of being an influencer. But aside from that, I wanted to inspire as many people as I could. You know what I'm saying? Show people that like there's really nothing that's impossible. My original dream from a young kid though was to go to the NBA. I'm not that tall,
Mm.
so it's kind of one of those where it's just like, I'm not that tall, and there's very few people that are under 6 foot that are in the league. But I feel like I found another way, maybe to become an influencer, if at all possible, and just inspire people. Go talk at schools, go talk and whatever, podcast, anything, just to put a positive message out there in the world. And shoot, if I could go to the NBA, you never know. But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep putting in the work and see where it takes me.
Yeah, and I mean, even could be like Tristan Jazz making a G League run or anything like that, because anything is
Yes,
possible.
he was a big inspiration for me. He's actually the reason I even got started on all of this.
Mm.
I I had like 1,000 followers anyway on Instagram, just like from people that knew me through
Hmm.
growing up in high school. I remember whenever I posted my first basketball video, I told all my friends from high school to tag him, and he actually saw the video. So he's been
Oh
following me
shoot!
for a long time, yeah, man. And I've been working my butt off to try and go play with that. But yeah, he's actually a very big inspiration for all of this,
That's
for sure.
that's crazy. And something you mentioned earlier is, people always trying to take you to your left, and as you mentioned, you were able to manage against that. When someone thinks like that's the easiest way to beat you, how do you respond in your head? and also on the court?
I honestly think it's kind of funny. I actually like being forced left, believe it or not. It used to be the issue. Yeah, it used to be the issue, but I will go left the entire time down the court. You know what I'm saying? And it also allows me to shoot better on the court. So I don't really tell people that it's actually a benefit for me. It's actually probably smarter to guard me to my right. But going left, whenever I finally figured out how to do that my senior year, it was big. And like you said, on the court, that's what people will say. They'll be like, force him left. He's got, I don't know. It's funny to see the reactions though whenever I do it in the score, you know?
Yeah, just based off some of your highlights, I'm gonna do my best to include a bunch in this. It's just crazy not only how you're able to maneuver to that. I know I can barely just dribble my left hand myself. So not only that you're able to do it with how you do it and do it so effectively and get people shaking, and even the jab against Cash, he was moving, man. Like, oh my gosh.
He was leaning.
Yeah, and for the recognition that you're receiving, as I mentioned, though, you pretty really good numbers on multiple platforms. First of all, what do you think of that? Have you been able to grow yourself and possibly yourself even as a brand?
It's been pretty crazy. I can't even lie. All in just this like year of trying to do it. I've made a lot of progress. TikTok definitely helped a lot. So I don't know. I actually used to hate on that app TikTok whenever it first became a thing. You know, all the girls doing their dances and stuff. I used to hate on it, man. But I started posting on it, and I got my first viral video on there. And that's whenever I kind of knew. I was like, wait a minute, like people actually think that I'm actually good at the sport with one hand. Like I actually might be able to do something with this. And I just kept posting, met Cash, and I was like, what? It's like, and I haven't given up since then. I had a talk with Cash after the game, and he was just like basically saying, you know, never give up, bro. Like he was like, if you believe in yourself, you don't give up, you'll make it. And I believe that for everyone, whatever everyone's trying to do, you know?
And even to keep it with Cash, he reached out to you. First of all, when you saw that, probably popped up right to the top of your messages, the verified symbol. How did you feel?
Dude, I was honestly freaking out. I've been watching Cash since he was like, before he got big, before he was strong, when he was Cash out in Louisiana with his girl Ash, just in the small house when he was doing 2K, man. I've been watching him for years. And he saw me on the Sports Center thing, DM me, and I was honestly freaking out. I showed my dad, I was like, we gotta fly out like as soon as possible. I literally flew out 2 days after that message. I'm not even joking. Yeah, it was crazy, man. That was big for sure.
I mean, that really paid off. It was, like I mentioned, a great video. And I got to ask, are his clamps the real deal? I know he held you to a while, but then you were able to maneuver past him and figure it out.
He's really strong. I'll say that. So doing moves on Cash, yeah, he's got. If you're not strong, he'll body up. I actually hit the ceiling multiple times in the video. Obviously, you have to do cuts and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I shoot the ball kind of high. I feel like if I didn't hit the ceiling, probably would have won it. But, you know, like I said, can't complain. But he's definitely got good defense. He played against Jazair, tall 7'1" guy.
Yeah.
That man Cash is strong, bro. Man Cash is strong.
And even with your high arcing shot, is that probably why you prefer to play outdoors?
Yeah, either outdoors or like at a gym within a very,
like
very high.
Super high. Okay, that makes sense. And what I was like, he got called a hooper by him, and in the comment section, it's a lot of that. Just from your perspective, how did that feel for you?
It felt good, man. People were supporting me, you know, because honestly, I never even thought that any of this was even possible to begin with. And then just to see all the support and love from people, obviously there's going to be hate, but hate means you're growing, you know what I'm saying? But the love was crazy. Seeing people support me, saying that I was actually really good at the sport. You know, having people follow me, go and support me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You know, all of them. It was really cool, and it definitely made me feel good. Can't lie, for sure.
And one thing that I was noticing, I mean, kind of happens to a lot of people, you know, with the nub. Do you think, or have people ever try to like pet you, like treat you like a pet with it, like, oh, how do you do this? And you're like, I mean, I just do it, right?
Uh, for sure. Like you get asked those questions a lot with having one hand, even on simple things like tying shoes. Like kids would have me tie my shoes like 5 times in a row and stuff like that. Like, and it's definitely funny. I feel like embracing it is definitely the way to go though for anyone out there with one hand, you know. Because like you said at the very start of this, you could be insecure at times, but yeah, it's I don't know, asking questions how I dribble, how do I, like I said, how do I tie shoes, put clothes on, button my shirt, just simple things like that. But I don't know, people are pretty nice about it. People are pretty respectful with it, you know?
hmm That's great. I mean, even to compare it to another situation, I know I guess you could say proportionally shorter than everybody that I know, and I got used to it, and I don't make it like my personality trait. You know, some people do that, but it's like it's a part of me, and you embrace it and make it a better part rather than letting it drag you down. I think that's a great thing that you're able to do
Oh, yeah,
with your hand.
I appreciate it, man, for sure.
And so the something maybe like less than a month ago, Nike released, or it might have been leaked, the hands-free shoe. I thought one that looks really cool and it's great for the purpose, but the hype beasts are going to be all over it. First off, what do you think of the shoe? And do you think it's going to be easy for the people that actually need it?
Uh, yeah, it's definitely gonna be easy for people. Like, there's people with like nubs way shorter than me, you know.
hmm
So obviously, I'm very blessed with how long my nub is. I guess like I have more of my arm, but I definitely think for people out there that are missing limbs, that it's gonna be pretty cool. There's actually this girl that follows me. She did like a commercial for Nike on the shoe,
Oh
and
shoot!
she's missing an arm too. Yeah, she's pretty cool. But she like shows how the shoe works and stuff, and I think it's definitely gonna be a benefit for people that are missing limbs that are shorter. And like you said, also for the hype beast, it's a pretty cool shoe.
Yeah,
I mean, it's something different, you know. Uh, shit, I've never seen anything like that besides the Nike Adapt.
yeah.
But
I
no,
mean,
yeah, I think it's a cool idea that Nike's got going on, especially because they're like trying to aid towards people that are missing limbs or whatever. So it's cool that they're getting their recognition or whatever, you know.
hmm and I wanted to add this one later on, or add this question later on. I wanted to at least get you comfortable. I don't want to make it sound weird, but what does the nub feel like? I mean, I don't want to. I just wonder.
It I don't know. I sometimes I'll actually be like just sitting in my room thinking to myself like, damn dude, like you really don't have it. But like it's always been pretty normal. Um it's just like my palm really. A lot of people ask like what is it? Like it bends and stuff. Like this is my wrist,
Mhm.
you know. But it just feels pretty normal to me. I don't know. Like for people that don't have a nub, whenever they grab it, they're like, oh, it's squishy or whatever. I don't know.
Mm.
But I know it's definitely a big difference for people that lose limbs. I know they can have like a ghost limb, which is where they can like feel their hand
Yeah, I've
there.
heard a lot about that. That's crazy.
That shit is crazy. I don't know. I don't know about all that, but it's pretty normal to be honest.
hmm I mean, makes sense. We're nearing the end right here. I got to know who's your favorite who's your favorite athlete of all time? Let's bring it past basketball.
Well, I I'm a big basketball supporter. I played a lot of sports growing up. I used to play football. That's actually how I hurt my knee.
Mm.
But my favorite all time athlete, people might hate, but it was Kevin Durant. You know, I was a big Kevin Durant supporter. I actually tried to model my game after Steph Curry, which is completely different because
Mhm.
Steph Curry was the older guy that could shoot the threes, and that I wanted that to be me, you know.
Yeah.
But Kevin Durant is really how I fell in love with the game of basketball. He was just he was a bucket, man. Like whenever he played with OKC, I saw him play with the Supersonics before they switched to the Thunder. Yeah. I've been watching KD for a while, and people hated when he went to Golden State and stuff. And of course, you can't forget about the King, LeBron. He's a big inspiration. But yeah, KD is definitely like my favorite athlete up there. Him, Steph, LeBron. I'm a big supporter of the game, though. Of all athletes, really. So like in all sports, Tiger Woods recently got hurt. I'm a big fan of Tiger Woods. So prayers up for him. Hope he's doing good.
Of course.
But yeah, just I'd say KD for sure.
And then you did mention LeBron. You got Jordan, you got LeBron, and you can even include Kobe in there. Who is your GOAT?
It's got to be LeBron. I mean, what?
I knew there was something about you. I like you, man.
Hey, man. Jordan, you got to give him his respect, but he played in a different era. The players were good. They weren't this good, The people nowadays do crazy things. You got people like Giannis who are 6'11". You got people like Ben Simmons, point guard at 6'11", dribbling, and LeBron is just a beast. That man can do what can he not do, right? Even me supporting Curry in the world. I mean, the 3-1 comeback, that's got to be the greatest ring in history, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
They don't call him the king for no reason, bro. It's facts.
I mean, what you
got? I was
going
to say, Kobe the GOAT. That's what I was going to say. Kobe's always up there. R.I.P. Kobe, man. I've been watching Kobe for so long. I actually got to see him play before he retired and stuff happened. So it was actually pretty cool, but definitely LeBron, man.
And to keep it with Kobe, do you think that he should be – I know Kyrie was talking about he thinks Kobe should become a part of the new NBA logo. What do you think about that?
Yes, I think so. Jerry West is cool as a logo or whatever, but nah, man, they got to switch it to Kobe. That man, he did so much for the league, and then the way that he went out, it's like, that's a respecting type of thing that they could do, making him the logo for sure. That would be sick.
Yeah, honestly, because I feel like Jerry West probably wouldn't care, and it would be from a Laker to a Laker. So in the end, it's all good.
Exactly.
And
I definitely.
And so the video coming out on the Wednesday of this week is me taking a quiz to see which NBA player I would be if you were to be realistic and everything. If you were in the NBA, who do you think you could compare yourself to the most?
Shit, I would want to say Steph Curry, but I'm not 6. I would have to say probably like JJ Barea because he's short. He's a short guy like me, and he got a shot. I feel like I can. That's like my thing. I like to shoot the 3 ball. I can handle it. But realistically, it'd probably be him.
I mean, JJ Barea is still a great choice. He's one of the players that any NBA fan is just like, oh yeah, because a lot of people hate random people, but JJ Barea he's one of the cool people.
Oh yeah, everyone I feel like supports JJ Barea. But like I said, I wish it was Steph Curry. I wish I was taller.
I mean, you can work on it. Maybe one time.
Well, he's crazy with the shots that he does, but yeah.
Well, Jacob, I want to thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Not only you've been so nice, so great. It's crazy how excited you were to get this interview done. I've never seen anybody this. It's just great. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, man. I love the support. You know what it is. Whatever I could do to help, come on the podcast, anything, bro. But I appreciate it too, man.
Well, thank you so much. And everybody, that will do it for this episode. What a nice guy. What a great guy. Yeah, it's just crazy, not even trying to drag him down, but one, it just makes you have to be thankful for not only what you have and what you can do, but it's great to see how people, when they are born with a downside like that, they can make it great. I'm trying not to sound like a jerk because I don't know the right way to say it, and I don't want my tongue. My heart is not. I'm not trying to do that. I don't know, man. It was a great interview. Jacob was so nice. Even looking back in the Cash Nasty comment section, everybody was recognizing he was so nice. And oh my gosh, he really is a great basketball player. I know for the Instagram post, I'll be including some of his highlights. Maybe get some for B-roll in this one. And yeah, shout out to Jacob for everything. It's great. And something I thought of at school, I forgot to say it. I'm kind of happy that I didn't say it, but technically, he was born with a disability, but it was disability to ball on these fools. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, no. Okay. But yeah, it is currently a Friday, and I am dog tired. It was the longest Friday of all time. I might go take a nap. I have calculus homework to catch up on. I have an article to write about what is it? I can't even remember what it's about. Karis LeVert. I have a book to read. I have a food truck project to do. There's a lot. But thank you so much for the support. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Follow if you are on audio. Leave a rating if you're on Apple. Why is my window acting crazy? I need a curtain. And what else? I'm gonna leave Jacob's everything because I know he has YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So I'll be linking all those things. And yeah, coming out at the end of March. So hopefully we had a great month there. Women's History Month. Sadly, no women as guests, but we're not. It's not on purpose. I'm getting what I can. Yeah, and that will do it, everyone. Peace out. No, I gotta stop the recording first. I'm sorry.